Hello, this is Deb. I'm here today with Lala Bright. Lala has had an extensive paranormal background, including multiple psi abilities. She's here with me today to talk about her UAP experiences and to provide testimony about her experiences and how they've impacted her medically and psychologically. Thank you for joining me today. Can you please let people know a little bit more about you?
Uh, yes, I was, my father was psychic and he had experiences with the paranormal and UFOs and stuff. And I've always had, ever since I can remember, I've always had experiences with other beings and crafts to the point where it was overwhelming, you know, and I hid it from people my whole life until a few years ago. I lost my parents and boyfriend, and I decided to stop hiding so I could help others. And it's been a journey. It's definitely brought more beings into my life now that I've talked about it more.
Can you please share a little bit about your encounters with UAPs?
Yeah, so I ever since I could remember, I would have, as a little girl, maybe four. I guess I can remember at four. I would have dreams, continuous dreams of UFOs flying over my head as I'm standing in the backyard. And I didn't know what they were until a couple years later. I saw them in a movie, and I go, I know what they are. I see them every night almost in my dreams. And I I've seen a craft, not an orb, a literal craft up in the sky. A helicopter shined its light on a cloud at night, and I saw it hiding in the cloud, and it was huge and overwhelming. And I don't remember anything after that. I was driving, but I don't remember driving home. And then another time over my parents' home, I saw five large orange orbs, like the size of, I guess, a small car, right? And they went into a V shape and they hovered over. And I asked my dad if he saw it, and he got real robotic and he said, No, I don't. And he turned and went into the house and didn't come back out to help me with the trash. And me and him were best friends. And he was totally into this stuff. So that was very odd. And I don't remember anything after that. And I've seen, should I keep going or should I stop?
Well, yes, please give us at least one or two more. I think a lot of people need to know what kind of experiences people are having.
Um, I I saw white orbs. This is when I learned for the first time that they can become orbs and then shift into ships and anything else. And it was by a government area I used to live, and a government helicopter was chasing them, and I started following them. And the helicopter got so low that the wind pushed my car out of the way. And I guess the last thing I'll share is I woke up. I was having a dream about a visitation. It always feels like a dream. I wake up and I'm alone in the house, and I my legs are closed, but I can feel something having sex with me, and I felt everything. And I laid there in shock. And then after a few moments, I freaked out because my brain didn't understand what was going on. And I hid that from everyone for years until I met Bob. And eventually I opened up about it. He said that's common. A lot of people go through that. And it scared me. So,
Okay. Did you ever pursue medical treatment for any medical effects following a UAP encounter?
no, but my body does have a lot of issues as I get older, I seem to have a lot of health, like physical issues. So I'm always in a lot of pain. I do have an implant in my left thigh. I guess I've had it for 20 years and I shouldn't have it there. It's the size of a piece of rice. And it shows up on the metal detectors in the airports and this and that. And so I have a lot of leg issues, really bad leg issues. I have a tumor near there, actually. Um, just a lot of stuff, but doctors don't really want to do anything, you know.
Okay, so you've seen doctors and they haven't done anything to treat any of those things.
So sometimes they say it's either too bad they can't do anything, and sometimes they say it's not bad enough they don't need to do anything. But I also have state insurance, so they kind of do the bare minimum. No offense, I mean they're nice, but it's just how it is.
Okay. And have you ever told a doctor that you think some of those medical issues might be related to a UAP encounter?
No, no, because I know what they're gonna say. I know they're gonna say I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. I mean, this is just part of life, but I've definitely kept it from them. Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had any psychological impacts or effects as a result of a UAP encounter?
I have extreme um, anxiety daily. Um, it I still live my life, but it's just a little harder for me. That's all.
Have you ever gotten any kind of treatment for the anxiety from a mental health professional?
Um, Actually, I'm on a medication. It takes over a month to work. I think it's buspirone or something like that, and it's just for anxiety, and it's helped a lot actually because I it was so bad. I had trouble driving without my vision would get blurry because I was so anxious. And now I've been driving. I can't get on highways yet, but I'm getting there. But yeah, it does help a lot. So
Okay, did you ever feel comfortable enough to tell your mental health provider about your UAP experiences?
I have, yeah.
Were they supportive?
They were, and I also told him I was psychic, and he tested me, and then he started having his friends and family call in to for me to give them readings to the point where I had to leave because he got too excited and wanted me to meet him outside of the office. For it was just weird, not for anything weird, but for not for like inappropriate stuff, just for to get to know more about my experiences with the crafts, the UAPs, and the psychic stuff, and so
So there were some boundary issues, and I know you're saying it's not inappropriate, but therapeutically speaking, that is actually a boundary issue. It sounds like there was a problem with boundaries.
yeah.
What would you have liked to have gotten in terms of therapeutic assistance related to the UAP encounters?
A chance, a chance to talk, to share what I experienced, to have someone hear me, and to help me break down what I went through, how to process it correctly, and how to kind of release some of that negative energy I have in me that creates anxiety. I'd like to learn how to release that, you know.
And since you didn't necessarily get all the assistance you needed from the medical community, did you find any assistance elsewhere that was helpful for you?
I never looked again. I didn't. I gave up.
Okay, so I know you've said that Bob has provided some support. Has anyone else, like someone in the UFO community, been helpful for you?
Everybody's really, really nice for the most part. It's just I don't open up to people like that. I share my experiences, but I don't share my feelings on my experiences. And so I never really have given anyone the chance yet to.
Okay, so what do you recommend to people who are seeking help? what do you think will help them and be beneficial to them in terms of treatment?
I think I think there's different avenues to go down, but just the fact that they have so, someone who specialized in this topic, or at least wants to learn, who lets them express what they went through and gets. I mean, they need a therapy from it, but not a therapy where they're told this was all in your imagination. Someone who believes in it and treats them just like any other patient, you know.
Is there anything that you would want to say to either an experiencer or a medical mental health provider regarding your experiences?
Um, that I guess to people who experienced it too, that they shouldn't keep it inside, that they're not weirdos, that it probably did really happen. Um, and to the medical professionals, I guess, to keep an open mind and really listen and really look around themselves in their lives, because everybody experiences something. They just don't always want to see it. So
Thank you so much for coming and speaking today. I hope
thank
that
you.
I'm pretty sure that you're helping someone out there who's going to relate to some of your experiences. I also wanted to give you a chance to let people know where they can find you if they would like to find out more about you or your gifts and so on and so forth.
So Facebook, it's Lala Bright Bright, and I have a website. It's lalabrightllc.com. But anybody can talk to me. I'm pretty nice, and I definitely like to listen to people, and I care. It's nice that you're doing this also.
Thank you so much once again for being brave and coming and testifying because we need all the testimonial we can get. It's considered evidence in court. So here's the court of UAP Med trying to present evidence. So thank you again.
Thank you.